welcome back to the channel. Season's greetings and Merry Christmas. This is the last video for the year. We're going to go through Hark, the Herald Angels Sing, the Bethel Music / Jeremy Riddle / David Hislop rendition. This is one of my two favorite current carols arrangements. The last one I did was Joy to the World, also by Bethel Music and David Hislop / Jeremy Riddle, and you can grab that in the link in the info section. Now for this current episode, what we're going to do is I'm going to base it on David Hislop's playthrough, which you can find in the description linked below, and I'm going to play through the song as well in the same format and arrangement, but we'll have chords and tabs on the screen, and after the playthrough we're also going to cover the effects that I use, the scales and the theory that is involved behind the parts of the song. Now, there are actually two guitars featured in the playthrough that David's doing, but for the sake of simplicity, and I think in the most common use case is that most of us would probably be the only guitarist playing, so I've decided to combine a bit of both guitar parts into one, predominantly focusing on the lead guitar part. So let's jump over to the playthrough with the tabs and chords, and I hope you enjoy it. Catch you back after. Hope that you were inspired by that and that you found that fun and also, most importantly, useful. Now, we're going to talk through the effects in the song first. I'm using a Line 6 Helix LT. My entire rig is now built into that. I put my amp away in the garage. My pedal board is no longer with me. I have my guitar going straight into the Helix, and that goes into the system at church. I'll talk through the way I've set it up. So I've got my amps set up in stereo, Fender, Princeton, and Vox AC30, and I've got some drive set on those amps as well. So if this is sort of my edge of breakup clean sound, right? Right, and then but for this song, I'm putting some more drive with the amps, so I'm going to get quite a crunchy sound. Right, so that's quite a strong level of drive, but then I'm adding on a transparent overdrive on top of that. Very gainy if I just hold a single note and dig into it, but you can control it with a lot of palm muting, just gentle playing. Throughout the whole song, I'm not changing any effects, I'm just literally same settings the whole way through, just controlling how much I'm using my right hand and digging into the string. So obviously the parts like the turnaround, really digging in. But then in the verses, sort of dialing it back. That sort of vibe. Alright, and on top of that, I'm using a digital delay in dotted eighth note. So obviously that's very important if we want that rhythmic percussive effect when we're palm muting or ghost nosing. So once again in the verses. Right, get a nice sort of galloping effect. Then adding on two reverbs onto that, so sort of like a cloud reverb and a shimmer reverb. So the cloud reverb, you can hear that with the delay on, and the shimmer reverb has a lower and upper octave added to the note that I'm playing. So I don't know if you can hear that. It's very subtle. I've got it about 20% on both of those reverbs because I don't want them to sort of be in the front of the mix. They're sort of there just to give a bit of body and atmosphere. All right, so that's what I'm using. I've got the Helix patch that I'm using for a free download in the description link down below. I'm not using any IRs, everything's just stock from Helix 3.0 firmware update. Now let's talk about the key of the song. So we're in the key of F, which means the song is built on the F major scale. So all the chords and all the melodies are derived from the F major scale. And we'll go through a couple of ways how to play that in just a bit. Now, looking at the F major scale, you can see that we've got 7 degrees or 7 notes, and those notes extend into 7 chords, as you can see on the screen. And as you're playing through the song, I've got the chord chart of the song in the description as well. You'll see all those chords are actually coming out of that scale, but also there's a substitution, right? Instead of using A minor with a 3 minor, we play F on A. So instead of doing A minor, we play F over A. So that's used to sort of give a bit of a lighter sound instead of too much of a dark sound. I think very popular in contemporary Christian music. Let's talk through the verse parts. So in the verse, we're playing 2 guitar parts in one. So I'm playing a root and a major third above, right? So F note and an A note, right? And that's known as a major third. A major third is 4 half steps apart, right? So if I go from F all the way to A, I've moved 4 half steps, and that playing those notes gives me that major third sound, which is what the major chord's built on. Same with the C chord that we play the C and up to an E, which is also a major third, right? And we're just palm muting those with the delay. Then the rest of the song really is just built on melodies. It's just the melody of the song being played. So this is why it's important to know the F major scale. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 ways to play the F major scale. I play one with 7th position, starting on the 2nd finger at the 8th fret. And then the second way I play it is 10th position, starting on the 6th string, root 6, with the 4th finger on the 13th fret. Okay, fantastic. fantastic. So if you can learn those scales, you'll see that everything that's played along the melodies is all based around those areas. Even the hook of the song is derived from the major scale, the F major scale. We're actually playing the F major pentatonic, right? So that's all from the F major pentatonic. Right. So you can hear that sound just from playing that scale, how that hook comes from there. Important to learn that scale as well. Major scales and pentatonic scales, if you can learn those two, you're pretty much almost set when it comes to all worship guitar and worship music. All right, now the other part we move on to is the last part of the chorus. We're playing, the melody again, but also in octaves. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Right, and I'm back to F. So it's an octave. That's all I'm doing. So the 4 strings, right? Starting on the D. So I'm literally just playing octaves all the way through, up and down, and of course with the octave you're going to mute the middle string. So when I play a note, so when I play an octave, I'm using the pad of my index finger to mute that 3rd string. So I'm only hearing the 4th and the 2nd. All right, that's pretty much it really, actually. I think if you can nail those scales, learn the major scale, learn the major pentatonic scale, practice those, you can play pretty much the whole song and put into practice those techniques such as ghosting, palm muting, and working along with a dotted 8th note rhythm. That's it for me. That was the last video for the year. I want to thank you so much for being with me, and your support, your encouragement goes a long way. I hope I've truly been a blessing and a real resource to you, and I pray that I'll continue to be that in 2021. So Merry Christmas, God bless you, and a Happy New Year as well, and we'll see you next year. Goodbye.